We are going to see Six Sigma concepts. So now we have completed lean manufacturing concepts. So lean manufacturing concepts will help us to improve productivity. So now we are going to Six Sigma concept where we can statistically define or measure a process characteristics. What is process characteristics and product characteristics. So process characteristics nothing but the parameters, temperature, pressure, something. Product characteristics can be internal properties, dimension, etc. So in order to see whether statistically uh, whether the process or product that is getting processed, whether it is giving a right result or not. So with Six Sigma we can analyze it. Now categories in Six Sigma. Six Sigma certification structure. Here comes white belt. They are not added here. White belt for beginners, yellow belt for 2 years experience, green for more than 3, black belt for more than 4, master black belt for more than 5 years experience. So they given some specifications here. Now let us see what is history of Six Sigma. The concept of Six Sigma was developed in 1987 by Motorola Electronic Manufacturing in USA. Six Sigma is basically a packaging of a lot of quality tools. Control charts were developed way back in 1924 by quality guru Walter Shewak. Bill Smith of Motorola is considered to be the father of Six Sigma. So Bill Smith is the father of Six Sigma. These are the contents that we are going to see in Six Sigma concept. What is Six Sigma? Why Six Sigma? Sigma level, variation, corrective and preventive action, define phase, measure phase, analyze phase, improve phase, and control phase. What is Six Sigma? So, in order to understand what is Six Sigma, let us understand what is Sigma. Sigma is nothing but standard deviation that was studied in 10th standard. So, what is standard deviation? The deviation that is happening from the standard is called standard deviation. So, what is a standard? Say, example, I have a data like this 1, 2, 3. So, what is the mean here? Process mean. Process mean is middle value. It is 2. Standard deviation is equal to 1. That means from 2 middle value, 1 is varying positive side, 1 mm example, 1 mm is varying negative side. So totally 2 mm is a variation. So here the sigma is equal to 1. That means from process mean to positive 1 mm variation is there, negative 1 mm variation is there. So that is called sigma basically. So what is Six Sigma? So what they say, we have collected the data in the sample and said the standard deviation is 1 mm. But if you continue the process in the same way, in future, in the production, it will not be 1 mm, it will become 6 mm variation. The standard deviation will become 6 mm. Correct? No. Why they're telling is it will multiply with 6. Your sigma will multiply with 6. That means the sample standard deviation will not be 1 mm. In the production, it will become 6 sigma. In the production, it will become 6 sigma variation, 6 mm. So therefore, for 6 mm, we should assume that we are going to assume the variation and control for that 6 mm. Forecasting is therefore we'll achieve 99.99 percentage yield or 3.4 defects per million. This is the concept of Six Sigma. So yeah, one more example I like to tell. Say you checked 100 parts and you found one defect, one crack example. Okay. This is based on sample you taken a decision. Based on sample you tell 1% defect is there. But in reality, it will not be 1 percentage. It will be 6 percentage. That means it will multiply with 6. The same way, the standard deviation in the process will multiply into 6 times in the production. It will become 6 sigma variation. So that is the concept of 6 sigma. Definition: 6 sigma is a methodology to find out the root cause and improve the quality of the part or process in terms of form, fit, and function. Sigma is referred to the variation that occurs for the process or part. Example: a person shall drink 10 liters of water every day. Suppose 10 liter, suddenly 1 liter. So from 10 liter as a process mean, 0.5 liter positive side and 0.5 liter negative side he is weighing. What is sigma? Sigma is the process variation in any process. So assume this is our data. So data will be distributed like this. So some few data will be producing maximum frequency and few data with a lesser frequency. So that means that this bell curve, what we call as bell curve or normal distribution, this is a total sigma that is being generated in the process. This is called standard deviation or sigma. So what is 6 sigma? Controlling the process with 6 sigma variation against the total tolerance available are given. Say example in this case, the standard deviation is 0.2. That is based on sample inspection. We have written as we have got the standard deviation as 0.2 mm. But in the production, it will not be 0.2 mm. It will become 1.2 mm. That is a reality. Okay. The range of it is 1.3 mm. Then what is 6 sigma? Achieving less variation in the process with respect to the total tolerance. That means, say your allowable, say for example 4 plus or minus 1 mm is my dimension. That means I have 2 mm tolerance. Bottom is my 6 sigma variation. So for given allowable variation, I need to produce lesser. For given allowable tolerance, I need to produce lesser variation. Therefore, I'll be better in the process. That is what they're telling. Achieving less variation in the process with respect to the total tolerance. In this case, the spread of the data is very small and it is a good process. In this case, the spread of the data is very high. There is a chance of producing rejections. So next, why 6 sigma? To control the process for 6 times that sigma. So as we told, example 1 mm is a variation in the sample. It will become 6 mm. So for the given tolerance 2 mm, we have to control the process to to produce lesser variation. Now it is 6 mm. This is not okay. We need to make it at least 0.1 mm. So 0.1 mm is the 6 sigma variation. So once we achieve it, we'll produce a very capable process with a lesser variation. What is normal distribution or a bell curve? A bell curve or a normal distribution defines that in a process only one or two parameters shall be the proportionate significance which is producing the process mean. That means, say example, your process mean is 5 mm example, and there are many parameters: pressure, temperature, ABC example. So each parameter is proportionate. There is a correlation. Each parameter is having a correlation to produce 5 mm. If you change the pressure, dimension will change. If you change the temperature, dimension will change. So when you adjust all the parameters to produce only 5, therefore you will produce the highest frequency of only that. And remaining is due to some variation, you will produce very near to the process mean. This is then once you produce more Frequency, all the parameters are reasonable to produce only one data. Then you'll form the highest frequency like that. Then therefore we'll form a bell curve. Six Sigma 2, reduce variation, process variation. Find out the significant parameters. Fixing the parameters both fixed and variable. Making the process normal. Achieving capability less variation CP. Achieving drawing mean with less variation CPK. This at the end of the session we'll discuss what is CP CPK separately. So next is sigma level.